I've been trying to fix how bright the screen is on my face for a while now, but we're fine. We're here, we're playing games. Welcome in. My name is 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓. I play video games. I've been gone. Where have I been? The same place I've always been. I just haven't been doing anything. So today we're going to play Rose of Winter. Obviously, my name is Roses, and it's winter. It's perfect, truly. I have a better setup, though. You can see all my stuffed animals, because I am cute as hell. I'm wearing a Kingdom Hearts shirt because we are streaming Kingdom Hearts tonight. You won't be here for it because it'll be yesterday, technically. Whatever. So if you miss me, I will be back. I am back. What am I talking about? I am streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're going to try 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. Mountain Time. I will be uploading a video every day again on YouTube. We're starting before the first of the year because I don't want to get like new year, new me. I just want to start it now, okay? I'm sorry I've been gone. It is my whole fault. I've just been enjoying life. I know, how could I do such a thing? I've been coloring and drawing and reading and going outside. Crazy. But I really missed you guys, so I'm back. For those of you who don't know me, I play a lot of dating sims, a lot of horror games. In that thing, usually my vibe is vampire. I'm going for a pink vampire vibe. You can't really see much of it because all you see is black and purple and stuffed animals in the background, but all my stuff is pink. Like my computer, everything's pink. So if that's your kind of vibe, please stay a while. If it's not, goodbye. You might see me more because I'll be uploading videos all the time. Just so you know, my videos, since I record Tuesdays and Thursdays, my Wednesdays and Fridays will be my previous day's stream unless I get really into a game and just upload 2 videos. So yeah. Anyways, welcome in. I hope you have fun with me. I've misplaced my headphones. Oh my god, my lights turned off on my headphones and I don't know how to turn them back on, so that's cool. Also, sorry it's like flash popping me, but whatever. Beware, evildoers, for I am Rosemary, the Knight of Winter. Or should it be the Blade of Winter? Or maybe the Rose of Winter? Doesn't that sound impressive? You know, a symbol of hope bursting through the ice. That's good, right? I mean, it's not too completely embarrassing, is it? Oh well, I'll figure out a good knightly sounding title someday. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. My actual name is Rosemary, which isn't very knightish. And for that Blade of Winter thing, well, I'm in a place where it's been snowing a lot, and you know, to be honest, I think it just sounds cool. Cool stuff doesn't have to make sense, right? Anyway, about a year ago, I left my family's farm to fulfill my destiny and become a knight. Sounds pretty amazing, right? I thought so too. So far, though, I've just been doing odd jobs for gold, wherever I can find them. I've slain the occasional beast and rescued plenty of cats from trees. It's not exactly what I expected, but at least I'm making a living. I guess that makes me more of a mercenary than a real knight. But hey, I've got a cool suit of armor and my trusty sword, so I'm almost there. I hate to admit it, but it's harder to become a knight than I thought. I'll always keep trying, though. My travels eventually brought me to this tavern, at the foot of Mount Needle. You wouldn't know it from how cozy it is in here, but the mountain outside is super dangerous. Mount Needle, so named for the freezing winds that pierce your very skin, crawling with deadly beasts that hunger for human flesh. Only the bravest of the brave dare to venture here. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place for an aspiring knight to find her destiny? Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, now that I'm here, I've got to find a job, and fast. I spent the last of my gold getting a room at this tavern. Planning ahead, isn't exactly my strong suit. Luckily, the tavern has plenty of postings for mercenaries. I mean, knights, like me. I'm a knight. Look at me, knight. It shouldn't be hard to find a job here. See, beyond Mount Needle lies Starlight City, one of the most beautiful and prosperous places in the world. People from all kingdoms gather there for important business. To get there, you can either travel by boat for days on end or take a shortcut over the deadly mountain. Most people take the long way around, but it just so happens there are 4 princes of different kingdoms here at this tavern now. Each of them has urgent business in Starlight City and needs to take the shortcut, however dangerous it might be. They'll need an escort to make it across. That's where I come in. I may not be great at planning, but I've got good instincts, a huge sword, and more than enough strength to use it. I could get a prince across that mountain with my eyes closed. I think. So let's see. The 4 princes are... First is 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖏, the Prince of the Fae. I've heard a little about him. He's supposed to be all dashing and elegant, the perfect gentleman. But the Fae people are also supposed to be really tiny? I mean, I've never met one, but that's what I hear. How's he gonna handle crossing a treacherous mountain? Well, I guess it's my job to figure that out. Oh, okay. I'm already... Next is Prince 𝕻𝖙𝖙 of the Southern Kingdom. He's pretty young, like a little kid. The job posting came from his caretaker, who's traveling with him. I don't like to judge based on looks, but doesn't he kind of look like a scruffy drifter? Should a guy like that really be taking care of a kid? I wonder what the story is there. He didn't even post his name. Third is 𝕻𝖙𝖙, Prince of Dragons, who is, well, it's kind of scary, but he's actually a real dragon. The job posting says he's a fire dragon, so that doesn't do well in cold weather. He has to take a human form to save energy, so he's really weak and needs a lot of help getting across the mountain. Oh, well, in that case, it should be too bad. And anyway, knights deal with dragons all the time, don't they? This should be a piece of cake. Finally, I like his little doofy face. Finally, there's the Prince 𝕻𝖃, a mountain forest. To be honest, I'm more scared of him than of the dragon. His kingdom is really isolated, so no one really knows what his people are like. But the stories say they're all barbaric, fierce hunters with giant claws and fangs like wild beasts. Still, if he's here asking for help like anyone else, he can't be that bad, right? Okay, maybe there were more jobs than just these 4, but these guys just seem super interesting to me. And by interesting, I mean hot. Look, don't judge me. I've been traveling all alone for so long, and I've always dreamed of a fairy tale romance. It's not like I really expect anything to happen. I've never even had a boyfriend before. But maybe this time. Anyway, enough of embarrassing stuff. I got to hurry up and pick a prince already. Oh, dang. Okay, so I like the first 3. The last one, he looks like kind of like I would say Inuyasha, but like with red hair, just like the goof. So I washed. This is so gross. I washed my dishes, right? But I made soup, like a soup. I made chicken in soup, so the chicken came out of the soup. Anyways, it was broth and like garlic and stuff. And I poured it, and that's where my straw was. And so every time I drink out of my straw, I can like smell garlic, and I'm like, ugh. It's fine. I cleaned it 3, 4, 5 times, but it still smells like garlic. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may have to bleach it. But yeah, I'm all. Okay, so I'm always a sucker for a guy with like a slash on his face. Like I think that's cool. And I do really, really like the fairies. I'm really into fairies right now. I read it, the whole series of like The Cruel Prince and by Holly Black, and it was so good, and now I'm like obsessed with fairies. Super good, highly recommend. There's like 5 books, and then she's got 2 books that came out before it technically, and those characters are shown in those books, which I didn't know, so I read those books afterwards, and that was crazy. But yeah, really into fairies right now. But she said he's really tiny, and that feels kind of odd, doesn't it? And then 𝕻𝖃 is just my type of guy. White hair, you know, a little sad looking, part dragon. I think this game has multiple endings, so we're probably just gonna play the one ending. I like to play multiple endings on certain games, but if it's like a smaller game like this, I don't want to take all of that from the like the person who made the game. So the game developer, whatever. I am the content. It is me, the content creator. So let's do the Prince of Dragons, I think. All the arrangements has been made, so I go downstairs to tell 𝕻𝖃 I'm ready to go. 𝕻𝖃. I'm nervous about meeting a real dragon, but I put on a cheerful face. So yeah, I have my supplies and everything's all set. Oh, I'm Rosemary, by the way. I'm grateful for your help, Rosemary. I don't often travel in this form. It can be taxing. I expect to need quite a bit of your assistance. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Wow, you've got a lot of layers on there. Cold weather does not agree with me. These robes may look silly to you, but they are necessary. Oh, I didn't mean to say that you look silly. Never mind. Hope I didn't embarrass him. I can't really tell. His face is as tranquil as ever. I've got to be more careful with what I say. He pretty much looks like a normal person, so it's easy to forget that he's not human. But I have to remember what he really is. Most people don't ever have an opportunity to see a dragon, much less talk to one. I'm in a rare position, which is cool and also terrifying. Then again, he's not as intimidating as I expected, just strange and sort of pretty. The conference at Starlight City is several days away, but I'd like to get across the mountain as fast as possible. The sooner I get out of this cold, the better. Oh yes, of course. What should I call you? Your Highness? I am not a highness. I am 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓, but I have never cared what humans call me. Hear that get stuck in my mouth? Use whatever name you like.
Okay.
𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓 it is. Let's go. We start walking together. The snow under our feet is thick, but the sun is shining. It's actually kind of nice out. 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔 hasn't said a word so far. He stares ahead at the path in front of us, as if I'm not even here. Should I make small talk? I don't think he minds the silence, but this is awkward. What do dragons even talk about, though? I guess I'll have to wing it and hope something sticks. I've, never met a dragon before, besides you, obviously. Pretty decent weather, right? For a frozen mountain of death, that is. You know, for a fire dragon, you're good at giving the cold shoulder. That was meant to amuse me, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. Look at my face! Oh my god. Wow. Good one, Rosemary. Very smooth. We walk in silence for a few minutes longer. But a knight doesn't give up that easy. There's gotta be something he'll talk about. So what is this thing in Starlight City all about? It's a big deal, right? Business between the dragons and human lawmakers. We must confer and maintain our peace accord. We do our best to respect you and live by side, but dragons live by much older laws than you humans wrote. Conflicts arise from time to time. Yes, I got him to talk. Now I just have to keep his ball rolling. This ball, not his ball. Oh yeah? What older laws are those? Do you really want to know? Why wouldn't I? The laws of the wind, the sun, the moon, birth and death, churning together in time until there's no distinction between them, as salt and water churns together to make the sea. The pulse of the earth shakes our blood, because the earth is our blood, and we are guided by the will of the stars. The lives of all creatures are written in starlight, but only dragons read words. For we were born from the stars, and knew ourselves to be whole, when the rest of the world was unshapely clay, waiting to be given form. Oh, that's, neat. Well, I can't think of anything else to say. 𝕻𝖻𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓 is quiet again. Well, I can't say I didn't try. We've been walking a while now. 𝕻𝖻𝖗𝖊𝖔 is going slowly, trailing a bit behind me. I don't mind walking ahead of him, if it means giving him some space. I'm not sure he likes me very much. It's still early in the day, and the snow blazes white in the sun. I can hear it crunch under my boots, and... Wait! There's no crunchy footsteps behind me! Did 𝕻𝖻𝖗𝖊𝖔 stop walking? Oh gosh, did they lose him? I whip around, but he's just standing there a few yards back. I can't tell what he's trying to do. He's sort of wobbling in place. Like a turtle that got flipped on its back. I guess those heavy robes didn't give him much room to move. 𝕻𝖻𝖗𝖊𝖔, are you okay? Once I get closer, I see the problem. One of his huge scarves is caught in a thorn bush, and he's been trying unsuccessfully to pull himself free. Why doesn't he just untangle it with his hands? He did say he's not used to his human form, but he has to know it would be easier that way, right? I'm not sure what to do. I mean, he's like a million years older than me. He said he needed my help, but I don't want to insult him either. We gonna save. Just in case. I don't know if this one has like, just my face. I don't know if this one has like extreme ends or not. I should help him, obviously. He's going to rip his clothes if he keeps that up, and that will just make things worse. I grab hold of the scarf. My arms brush against his body as I lean over him. He stops wobbling and gets very still at my touch. Look, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I work slowly and carefully. I manage to get the scarf unhooked from the thorns. There you go. The scarf has come undone, and he's already trembling, even though he has tons more layers. I knew he was sensitive, but had no idea it was this bad. Do you want me to help you tie it back on?
That would be very kind.
If he's embarrassed, I have no way of knowing. Nobody does a poker face like a dragon, apparently. It makes me nervous. I fold the scarf back around his shoulders as gently as I can. It's amazing how light and small his body seems, now that I'm handling it up close. My hands seem so big next to him. It makes me feel ungainly, but when I'm done, the scarf looks nice enough. Is that warm enough? I could tie it again if you want.
It will do, thank you. It seems I can count on you for help after all. I'm glad of that.
So, you're not mad?
You helped when I needed help. Should I be angry?
I guess not. You're, different, you know? So I don't really know how to act, and I don't want to offend you.
Ah, I see. Don't worry yourself about such things. I don't think you could offend me even if you tried.
Because you're like an ancient being beyond all that stuff?
No, because you are very sweet.
Oh! Thank you. Anyway, don't worry about the scarf. Happens to the best of us. Sort of. Can I ask, though? Did it occur to you to just use your hands?
I don't feel comfortable using them. The thorns are so sharp, and these fingers seem so very frail and new.
Oh, sure. You could tell hands like these have never seen a day's work. Without thinking, I take his hand in mine. My own fingers are thick and calloused, and like the rest of my body, large. His hands are long, soft, and smooth. They're dusted with white scales that look delicate and fragile, like glittering jewelry.
A strange observation. But I suppose you are correct. I have no need to bustle about and keep myself busy, as you humans seem to.
Oh my gosh! I just grabbed his hands without thinking, without even asking. What on earth is the matter with me? I drop it like a hot potato. Sorry. Oh gosh, I'm so thoughtless sometimes.
Why apologize? Your hands are warm. It felt nice. We dragons live our lives mostly in isolation. Human touch is a curious novelty.
He reaches up to touch my face. My heart starts to flutter like a trapped bird. However, he seemed to think better of it and withdraws.
If you are sensitive to such things, I will respect your boundaries as you respect mine.
With that, 𝕻𝖙𝖗 tucks his hands back under his robes and moves on. I stand still for a moment watching him. I haven't quite calmed down yet. It's snowing harder now, which makes the going more difficult. All his bundled up layers give him an awkward, ungainly shape. Yet there is something in his calm certainty that gives him dignity, even beauty, as he makes his way through the ice. At least until he graciously trips and falls flat on his face. Goodness, are you okay? I rush over to help, propping him up and brushing away the snow and ice.
I am not used to this form. It's like being a fledgling again.
Really, you shouldn't worry about it. I'm clumsy about all kinds of things myself. Oh, which isn't to say you're clumsy. I just mean, sorry.
Rosemary, enough apologizing.
𝕻𝖗 doesn't say anything either. He just stares into me. He hasn't spoken to me so sharply before. For a moment, I can't think of anything else to say. Those golden eyes are intense. What is he thinking? Finally, he rests his hand on my shoulder.
I shall have to stay close to you, in case these legs fail me again. I may even need to take hold of your arm if you don't mind.
Oh, sure, yes. That's fine. Good idea. He keeps his hands on me as I help him up. His fingers are so long and pretty. I try not to stare too much. And soon we set off walking again. This time he doesn't lag behind or move ahead. We're side by side. Every so often he stumbles a bit and leans against me, or delicately hooks his arm around mine. I'm going slow to make it easy for him, but we manage to keep a steady pace and walk for a few more hours. We don't talk much, but somehow I don't feel so awkward anymore. We're communicating more easily with just touch. When he presses lightly on my shoulder, I know to help him over a hurdle. When he leans slightly away, I know he's doing fine, and we can walk a little faster. We fall into a nice rhythm. Occasionally, he even smiles at me. He's strange and distant, but I'm getting used to him. Eventually, though, the path gets a lot steeper. It's nothing I can't handle, but I worry about him. It's almost twilight, and the snow falls heavier and heavier. Are you doing okay? You're shivering.
It's just this body. I'm not used to it. The slightest breeze seems to go through me.
Maybe if we'll get more light. There we go. As though he's still feeling the cold, even with all those layers, poor thing.
Put an arm around him to warm him up.
Yeah. I put my arm around 𝕻𝖙𝖗. Without missing a beat, he presses himself into me. I'm surprised, but I don't mind. I rub his back, trying to help him get warm. After a moment, he stops shivering so much, so I guess it's helping. And I admit it feels nice having an excuse to touch him. He leans his head against me and breathes deep, smelling my hair.
Whoa!
𝕻𝖙𝖗! He jumps away like I've terrified him. I didn't even know he could move that fast. Hey, you're gonna be cold.
Quiet. I'm fine.
He's obviously not fine, but he turns and rushes ahead of me without looking back. Before long, he stumbles and falls into the snow. I rush over to help, but he lashes out to push me away. His sharp fingernails scratch my skin. Not enough to draw blood, but I'm stunned. It's like a cat that I trusted suddenly hissing at me out of nowhere. Slowly, clumsily, he pulls himself up without my help. He winces when his bare hands have to touch snow. I don't get it. Why is he acting like this? Did I do something wrong? We keep walking. 𝕻𝖙𝖗 is shivering again, but he won't slow down. I'm not sure what happened back there. I could still feel the sting of his claws on my skin. To my surprise, 𝕻𝖙𝖗 is the one who breaks the silence.
I am sorry if my behavior is confusing. You should know that you haven't done anything wrong.
What was that all about anyway?
I take it you don't know much about dragons.
Huh? Why is he bringing that up? I guess not. I just know the old stories, the ones they tell you when you're a kid. But those fairy tales are mostly made up, aren't they? Dragons capturing maidens and devouring villagers. You guys aren't all like that in real life. I wasn't sure if I should ask about it, though.
Why not? Are you frightened of me?
Am I? I hadn't thought about that. Not in any serious way. He's so frail and fragile. I can't see him as some monstrous beast. But then, once or twice, I've caught a glimpse of something. Something strange inside of him. And when I start really thinking about his true nature, I feel dizzy. Like I'm looking into a well and I can't see the bottom. I don't like it. 𝕻𝖙𝖗 chuckles darkly, and I realize I haven't said anything out loud yet.
You're taking a long time. Is this such a hard question to answer?
I'm not sure how I feel exactly.
Tell me this then. Which dragon stories do you know?
What? The stuff for kids? Come on, you don't want to hear that.
I certainly do. A human perspective can be illuminating.
Oh, well, in that case, the one I know best is the story of 𝕻𝖙𝖗. You probably heard that one, right? It's famous.
𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗. Please, refresh my memory. I am old and these things run away from me over the years.
I feel silly telling bedtime stories, but hey, you asked for it. Let's see. 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗 and the dragon. She was this woman, the most beautiful in her village, right? She could have married any man, but instead she was wooed by a terrifying dragon. No offense.
None taken.
The dragon promised her eternal love and riches and glory beyond what anyone in the poor village could ever hope to give her. So 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗 fell in love with this dragon, who was named 𝕻𝖙𝖏, and chose him out of all of her suitors. The dragon flew her away from the village, promising her safety in his mountain lair. But once they got there, he devoured her and she was never seen again. Oh, I quickly cut myself off. Why was I so blunt about the devouring part? That must be like super rude. But Tsurune says nothing. He's not even looking at me. So I guess the point is I don't pick a guy just because he promised you lots of material things. But I also thought that was sad. Did she deserve to die just for wanting a better life? On the other hand, maybe that's what really happens. People get deceived by their lovers and stuff like that. I don't know much about relationships, so...
You may be overthinking the story's moral. It sounds to me like a simple warning. Stay away from dragons.
Tsurune turns to stare right into me. His face is passive, but something in his eyes puts me on edge. I'm flustered, but I won't shy away. I stare right back without flinching. I don't know. You're a dragon. You're nice enough to me.
You are very polite. But what if that story is true? What if I told you I was that dragon, and 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗 my lover? The lover I betrayed and devoured. Would you still think me so nice?
What? No, that can't be true. You're just kidding around with me, right?
I do not kid around. I am many centuries old. The story 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗 and the dragon has endured, where other tales were forgotten. It must have a certain renaissance.
But everyone knows it's just made a fairy tale.
Is that so? Tell me, what was the dragon's name again?
White Heat.
And what does Tsurune mean in the southern language?
I only studied a little bit when I was a girl. I know Tur means white and... Oh!
So you see, I am called Tsurune in the south. There are many words for what I am, but I like that name the best. I am called Prince because my mother is called Queen, although we dragons have no such titles for ourselves.
But dragons being monsters and eating people, that's just a fairy tale thing. Or at least real dragons only did that a long time ago, and now we all live together peacefully. That's the whole reason you're going to Starlight City, isn't it? To keep the peace between dragons and humans.
You're right, and it was a long time ago that I knew 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗. A different time, more wild, and in many ways more honest. It's true that we no longer eat humans, yet we all remember how you taste. Who could forget? For a dragon, human meat is by far the most delicious, nearly irresistible. And I knew, just from her smell, that 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗 would taste better than any other. She was a human worth savoring. You smell very much like her, Rosemary.
I feel very cold inside, not because of the snow.
Our truce with humans has let us live in peace for many years, until now. I haven't yet told you the true purpose of our conference, Rosemary. It is to address the breaking of that truce by one of my kin. A dragon has been eating humans, very many of them. A dragon's occasional slip-up can be overlooked, but this is becoming a crisis for your people, and he is unrepentant.
But why would he do that?
I can't pretend I don't understand his actions. It's why I've chosen to stay isolated from them for so many years. The mere smell can be overwhelming.
He looks right at me as he says this. I take a few steps back.
As a result of this dragon's actions, our peace agreement may be dismantled. If that happens, our future is uncertain. Even the stars don't seem to know.
But you're not like that. You've chosen not to eat humans, so why are you even telling me this? Are you trying to scare me? Even though they are set in that lovely, delicate face, Tsurune's eyes are sharp and fierce. For the first time, I understand fully that I am talking to some ancient, wild, and dangerous.
I simply want to know, Rosemary. Do you think I'm telling the truth? Do you believe that I devoured 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗?
Obviously he didn't. Obviously not. He's just being sassy. Yeah? I think so. I think you didn't. No, I can't imagine you would do something so cruel. I haven't known you very long, but you don't look like a monster to me. You look soft and gentle. I just mean, I can't imagine you'd want to eat me.
Don't be so certain of that.
A chill runs down my spine.
My intention is not to frighten you, Rosemary. But you deserve to know what kind of creature you're traveling with.
Let's just stop talking about it for now, okay? We still have a long way to go. He says nothing more, which is fine by me. We keep walking. 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓 weak human form shivers in the cold, and he holds onto my shoulder for balance. His touch is so soft and light, I can barely feel it.
1 second, I'm checking to see how long I should have done this before. Okay. 40 to 60 minutes? Alright, we can do that. We can finish this then. It feels like it's wrapping up a little bit, and I've done that before where I end a game and then it's like 10 minutes left. And I'm like, no!
I'm happy to keep him steady. He looks so vulnerable now. It's hard to remember how he made me feel so cold inside. As we walk, I do my best to push those dark thoughts out of my mind. Could he really have the soul of a monster? I never had to wonder about things like this back on the farm. All I wanted was to be a knight and fight stuff with my sword and not worry about anything. A little while later, we make camp in a cave for the night. We made good progress so far. It shouldn't take more than another day to get to the city. 𝕻𝖻𝖙 seems exhausted, much more than I would have expected after only a day of travel. His body is shaking again, worse than before. 𝕻𝖻𝖙, I'm going to make some barley tea. Would you like some, or are you hungry for dinner?
I do not need to eat, but I will have some tea.
It's kind of scary how worn out he is, but I decide not to mention it. Instead, I pour us some tea and we drink it together. We're silent for a while. I watch him, trying to guess what he's thinking.
You are staring at me.
I'm sorry. I can't help but wonder. Are you not hungry because you ate something else?
I had a large meal of fish before leaving for the city. I didn't mean to imply anything else. My apologies if you were on edge.
Sorry, it's been hard not to think about it, is all. So, do you mostly eat fish then?
Yes, they are very large where I live. I like to have deer sometimes, when I can get them. I live alone, on a rocky island in the sea. It's much warmer there than here.
I feel myself relax. It's nice to talk normally again. Sounds like a really nice place. I bet it's pretty.
You might think so. 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓 certainly did.
𝕻𝖻𝖻𝖙𝖗, huh? Well, let's change the subject. What kind of stuff do you do during the day, besides, feel the magic of the stars and whatnot? Dragon-y stuff, like counting your gold pile or something.
Oh, yes, of course. I also kidnap a lot of innocent virgins, so you better watch yourself, Rosemary.
Whoa, who said I was? Shut up.
There you are, my attempt at joking around. Was it funny?
Yeah, hilarious.
No, I don't have a hoard of treasure. I mostly spend my time thinking, remembering.
Remembering what?
Things that were important to me, or even things that weren't. 2 stags I saw fighting in a forest. A tree felled by lightning. If it happened, if it was real, I remember it. My memory goes back a long time. I don't need much more than that.
Were you really alive before any humans? You say you were born with the stars or something like that.
Dragons themselves have existed since the very beginning. I myself am only about 1,000 years old. Yet in dreams I see the dawn of time, or flashes of my mother's life before me. I wonder if we all don't share the same memory, reaching back to the very first of us.
To be honest, it sounds kind of lonely.
That's the kind of thing 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔 would say. You know, Rosemary, I thought you were angry at me after what we spoke of before.
No, not angry, just kind of confused. If dragons really love to eat humans so much, is it even safe for me to be here with you?
I really wasn't trying to frighten you, believe it or not. I like you. That's why I want to make sure you're safe, and you'll be safer with a full understanding of the situation.
Do humans really taste that good to you?
It's strange. I remember a time before I had ever seen a human. Yet when I'm weak and cold, I take this form, which looks like a human, or near enough. Has this face laid dormant inside of me, even before I would have been able to recognize it? Or have our encounters with humans caused us to mimic your form?
It's weird to me that you, of all people, don't have any answers to these questions.
Oh, I don't pretend to understand ancient magic. I just live by it, and try to give it some thought now and then. You humans are magnetic, or invasive, to put it another way. We dragons have existed before everything, yet humans have had a profound effect on us, more than any other creature in this world.
You mean like because of how we taste to you?
Before humans walked the earth, we ate fish and deer, and drank water, and breathed air. None of these things questioned our right to consume them. We took what we needed and slept where we were tired. Sometimes we fought each other, but all disputes were eventually settled by the will of the stars. But when humans arrived, you spoke and felt as we did. You wept and begged or tried to reason for your lives. Despite all appearances, you seemed to be closer in spirit to dragons than you were to the beasts of the earth. Before humans, a dragon's actions were never right or wrong. But now, we wondered if eating a human was evil. The stars were curiously silent on the subject. You might say that humans brought evil into our world. Perhaps the temptation to do wrong is what makes you so delicious to us dragons.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think the term like good and evil are very limited ways to describe the world.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
It wasn't meant to.
You know, it's kind of strange when I hear you talk like that. I feel excited, I guess. It makes my heart beat faster.
Are you sure that isn't just fear?
Oh, sure, it's scary, but it's not just that. I left my home, which was cozy and safe, to try and be a knight. I wanted to live by my sword and my wits, to fight stuff and get strong.
You are already strong.
Okay, stronger, sure. I want to be a knight so I could do good things and protect people. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't love the thrill of it. Fighting beasts 10 times my size, and going places I've never gone before, and staring death in its stupid face. It sounds like that's the kind of world you live in. It makes me wish I were a dragon too.
I'm surprised you would say such a thing. You seem so sweet and kind-hearted to me.
Yeah, well, that's how you look to me. Looks can be deceiving. I'm not totally serious, of course. I don't want to stop being a human or anything like that. But wow, I don't know how to describe this feeling. You live by strength, take what you need, and don't care about anything else. You're so lucky.
I am very tired. Will you help take off my robe so I may sleep?
Oh, sure. My hands are trembling. Slowly, carefully, I peel off his robes, layer by layer. I try not to, but when my eyes drift to his face, I see him watching me. I feel warm all over. The more robes come off, the more I can feel his body, and the more my hands feel rough and clumsy, dealing with his delicate frame. Underneath his winter layers, he is long and slender. His scales run over his chest and arms. I really want to touch and see what they feel like. But of course I never would. He falls asleep quickly, but I lie awake for a little while, watching his slim chest rise and fall. I don't want to take my eyes off him, but I don't know if it's out of fear or other feelings that's harder to describe.
Be crazy if you ate her. Like, this is such a cute little story. Stretch. Okay.
We set out at sunrise again. I feel refreshed and a little more calm. Cherune, however, is still weakened and exhausted. Do you need any extra help walking today?
No, I'll find my footing, but it's kind of you to ask.
He stays close to me as we start down the path.
We spoke a great deal about me and my kind yesterday. What about you? I feel I hardly know anything about you.
Gosh, I'm not sure what to say. Do you really want to know about me?
I told you, I don't kid around. Remember, my attempt last night didn't go over very well.
Good point. Well, let's see. I grew up on a farm with my parents and my brothers and sisters. As you know, I left home to be a knight. It hasn't worked out so well, but I'm trying.
A brave and chivalrous knight. I've come across a few of those in my time. You wanted to slay monsters, did you?
I guess you could say that.
What else? What sort of things do you like?
I like flowers.
'Cause my name is Rose.
I like flowers, I guess. I like learning about the old meanings people give them. Like, for example, how a red rose means love and a yellow rose means jealousy, or a snapdragon means passion. It's kind of hokey, but I like the idea that there's messages in nature all around us. Like you could read it if only you knew the words. Even if we're all sorts of making up as we go along. I think I'd like to have my own little flower garden someday. If I ever settle down.
What sort of flowers would you grow?
I'm not sure yet. Besides, I won't be ready to settle down for a long time. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too boring.
Not at all. You little ones have such short lives. You search for meaning in every detail. I've always found it interesting, the way you collect sentimental trinkets and decorate your homes.
I've never thought of it like that, I guess. You don't decorate your lair at all?
Are you gonna throw up in here? No. That's fine. It's not really throw up, it's hairballs, but still.
You should definitely go back to not telling jokes.
If you say so. And you don't have a lover.
What? What makes you say that?
It's just a guess. Although an educated one, do you?
No. Well, what about you?
Not since Camarilla.
Camarilla. It's so strange to think that she was a real person, someone you actually knew. She must have been really pretty.
She wasn't, actually. She was certainly not the most beautiful woman of any village, as your fairy tale described. Nor, frankly, the smartest or even the most kind-hearted. But she had a way about her. It made you feel like she was the most important woman in the world, and you would do anything just to make her happy. You remind me of her in some ways.
Thank you. Although I'm not sure that was supposed to be a compliment. And also, he's talking about someone he might have eaten alive. Yet those don't sound like words of the person who killed her. Or do they? He hasn't actually said he did it, but he hasn't denied it either. He keeps talking about the ancient ways of dragons and good and evil and stuff. What do I know about things like this anyway? Is love always this complicated? He says nothing more and we keep walking. The wind is colder today, the sky clouded over. This journey has been easier than I expected, but Mount Needle may still earn its reputation. Hello, Mama Cat. We come to a rushing river and find the wreckage of the bridge I had intended us to cross.
She had a hairball, and now she's just like, I'm just hanging out. What's this over here? Oh, you got water over there? That's interesting. She's like, I have like caffeine water. I have like coffee, and then I have caffeine water, and then normal water, and she's like stiffing the caffeine water in the straw.
Well, excuse my language, but this is a bit of a pickle.
In my true form, I could step right across rivers like this.
And that's definitely not an option?
No. Even maintaining this useless shape is exhausting in the cold.
Then I'll just have to carry you across.
Is that entirely necessary?
We could walk along the bank and hope we find another bridge, but that might take hours, and we don't even know if there is one. You want to get to the city quickly, right?
You'll get wet, and so will our supplies.
We can make a fire and dry up. And anyway, I came prepared for this kind of thing. The supplies are wrapped up and waterproof. I know, Mom. You want to sit with me? Come here.
Very well.
I got a big old chair now, so she can sit with me. Trune draws close to me. I put my arms around his waist and lift. Even with his piles of robes, he's shockingly light. He puts his arms around my shoulders. I can feel his skin brush just for a moment against my face. Even his scales are light and soft. It's easy to lift him high enough that the water won't touch him. This will be a piece of cake, I hope. Carefully, I step into the rushing water. The current is strong, but the river isn't too deep, or even all that far across. Ideally, I'd throw a rope across and try to steady us, but I can't do that while I'm carrying him at the same time. 𝕻𝖙𝖗 says nothing, but I feel him shiver in my arms. I can do this, don't worry.
I trust you, 𝕻𝖗𝖙.
His body shakes, but his voice is steady. Maybe he really does trust me. I guess I have to trust him too. You okay, baby? We start across the river. I take it one step at a time, carefully seeking out good footing so we don't slip. The freezing water rushes around my legs, but I keep my balance. I can feel 𝕻𝖗𝖙 holding tight. I won't let him fall. Midway across, the water is up to my chest, but I think that's as high as it'll go. We're in good shape. I'm holding 𝕻𝖗𝖙 steadily out of the water. We're almost there. Just a little more. All of a sudden, the wind begins to shriek. 𝕻𝖗𝖙's long hair whips into my face and eyes, and the freezing water frosts around us. A blanket of black clouds overtakes the sky. That's all the warning we get, and suddenly the snow crashes down in thick, suffocating sheets. This awful mountain is known for its sudden, violent storms that come and go into the blink of an eye. I should have known the weather was way too good to be true.
𝕻𝖗𝖙.
Don't worry. I've got you. A blast of snow hits me like a cannonball. I fall. 𝕻𝖗𝖙 tumbles into the river and disappears into the freezing foam. It happens so quickly, I hardly register it. No! I won't let this happen. I can't let this happen. I am a knight. I will protect my prince. My hand finds a jutting rock and grabs hold. I pull myself up out of the water and try to make sense of what's happening. My body aches with cold, but every ounce of my strength is dedicated to keeping myself focused. A flash of a scaly arm breaks out of the water ahead, desperately grasping the air. He's still close enough that I can reach him. 𝕻𝖗𝖙, hold on, I'm coming. The wind screams, the river roars around me. I block it all out and lunge forward, grabbing hold of 𝕻𝖗𝖙 and dragging his body up out of the water. I have no idea how long it takes to make it to the other side. I'm giving everything I have just to hold us together. Do you see my cat right now? 𝕻𝖗𝖙 is heavy in my arms, soaking wet and freezing. But I hold on tight. I'll never let go of him again. Mamas. We make it out of the river. The snow is heavier than I've ever seen. Mom. Is that Mamas? 𝕻𝖗𝖙 looks diminished, pale, his body shaking violently. I'm scared.
You saved me.
Are you kidding? I'm the one who put you in danger.
No, it was the river that almost killed me. I would have not for you.
My eyes burn with tears. No, there's no time to cry. We won't be safe until I get us somewhere warm. Why did you do all of that just to go back on the table? I go to my pack for supplies, but it was ripped apart in the jagged rocks when I fell. Our food, tents, medicine, and clothes, everything we need to make a fire for the night, all lost to the river. My heart plummets. The only thing left is a one thick winter coat wrapped in sealskin to keep it dry. The cold pounds away at me like a hammer, but 𝕻𝖗𝖙 looks much worse.
You wear the cloak, 𝕻𝖗𝖙. You need your strength to save us both.
How could you even suggest that? 𝕻𝖗𝖙, you're already sensitive to the cold. You look like you're about to...
I am much older than you. I have lived through worse than this.
But his voice fades even as he says the words. Obviously, he'll die. I'll be fine. I might lose a finger, but I'll be fine. I wrap the cloak around 𝕻𝖗𝖙 and start moving again. The snow is like knives. Why am I saying my number voice? Sorry. The snow is like knives sliding through my armor and into my skin. I ignore the pain and carry him as fast as I can. Barely aware of what I'm doing, I manage to find a small cave in the cliffside. I pull us into it. It's cold but dry. I set 𝕻𝖗𝖙 down gently, and then my legs collapse out from under me. I'm on the ground. Did I hit my head? I can't remember. Huh. That's strange. I thought I felt fine, but now it's all catching up to me at once. My head swims, my body aches with a cold so sharp it almost burns. I'm fading, but it's okay. No matter what happens to me, at least I kept him safe. Is that Mama's? That's what a real knight would have done. Minutes or hours may have passed. I have no way of knowing. I wake up to find 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔𝖓 burning eyes staring into me once more. His face so near. But why? Am I dreaming? He kisses me softly on the forehead, and a beautiful warmth blooms inside me. If this is a dream, it feels real. Another kiss, and another, on my cheeks, my eyelids, my nose. Every touch of his soft mouth sparks a surge of heat all through my body. At last, I feel his kiss on my lips. The heat anchors me to life. I don't know if it's a dragon magic or what. All I know is that it saves me.
You did not do as I said. That was very stupid of you.
Yeah, I know. I see he has taken off my armor, which was freezing and wet, leaving me my underclothes relatively dry. If I weren't so exhausted and cold, I might feel embarrassed. Right now, though, I'm just so happy we're both okay. 𝕻𝖗𝖙, our supplies are gone. I don't know how we're going to keep warm. After all that, we might still freeze to death.
No, we will not. I cannot take my true form here, but I am still a dragon.
His golden eyes begin to glow. Something's happening, but I'm not sure what. He takes my hands in his and guides it beneath his innermost cloak, pressed against his slim chest. Just under his scaly skin is what feels like a molten core, blazing hot, a furnace inside of him. His dragon heart. I move closer and lay against him. He adjusts his last dry cloaks. We are both wrapped up in it, sharing the fire blazing inside him. A warm little bubble safe from the howling wind. 𝕻𝖗𝖙.
Yes, Rosemary.
I remembered what I learned about 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖔. But before I can tell him, I drop like a stone into sleep. In the morning, in spite of it all, I am refreshed. My joints are stiff and cold, but I'm ready to get them moving. 𝕻𝖗𝖙 stirs and brushes my hair gently out of my face.
Good morning.
Morning. We're still holding each other. I don't think about it. It's just a natural motion, but I lean into him and we share a kiss. That's so pretty! Oh my god! It's just a small one. We barely brush each other's lips. Still, it's my first kiss. I never imagined it would be like this, but he's so beautiful and so warm. I couldn't help but want to kiss him. 𝕻𝖗𝖙 stares at me, then takes my face into his hands. He kisses me again and again, increasingly urgent, increasingly fierce. That kiss awakens some desperate need inside of him, and now he can't get enough. It's nice, but the way he's pressing his face against mine is a little too hard to breathe. I don't mind exactly, but I'm a little worried. Suddenly, I feel a sharp pain in my lip as he bites down, hard. Ow. I didn't mean to cry out, but I couldn't help it. 𝕻𝖗𝖙 doesn't stop, not immediately. I feel his sharp teeth against my lips. After a moment, though, he seems to freeze in place. Maybe he realized what he was doing. He pulls away and stares at me with wide, scared eyes. No, you didn't have to stop. It's okay. I can't finish my sentence because almost on cue, tears spring to my eyes. I don't mean to cry. It's just a reaction to the pain in my lip. I tried to force it to stop, but that never works.
Rosemary, I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just surprised, and it hurts a little, but I don't mind. I really don't. I liked kissing you. He stands and walks quickly away. The sudden loss of his warmth is hard to bear. With his back to me, he struggles to put his winter layers back on, which have dried in the night. His weak hands fumble and slip. Come on, here, let me do it. I help him get dressed, but he still won't look at me. Are you mad about the kiss? I'm sorry,
Let's just go. We've already lost a night to the storm.
It's calm now. We could try to find food first, or...
No, we're leaving.
His tone is final. There's nothing more I can say to him. We leave the cave and start the last leg of our journey. The snow is thick on the ground, but the wind has died down. I'm less worried about that, though, than I am about Tirunei's cold silence. He rushes ahead of me, turns so that I can't see his face. Tirunei, take it slow, or you almost died last night. It's okay if you're still weak.
I hired you to simply guide me. Do not tell me what to do.
What? Where's this coming from? Come on, don't be like that. I just want to help you.
Why?
I didn't expect to have to explain this. Because I like you. I thought you liked me too. I wouldn't mind kissing you again. That was my first kiss, you know? And yeah, it hurt when you bit, but I don't really care. My face is burning. I can't believe I actually said that out loud. But when Tirunei turns to finally face me, he looks angrier than I've ever seen him. No, not angry. He looks inhuman.
You are young, but you are not a stupid child. Why are you still behaving like one? How much clearer can I be about this? I am a dragon. What you like is this weak body, but it's not really me. My real mouth is not so soft and gentle. If I were to bite you with it, you would not survive. My fangs are as long and sharp as your sword. I could tear you apart. I could swallow you whole. I want to. Do you understand? I want to eat you right now. I want it more than I want to breathe. If you were smart, you'd be scared of me. You'd be afraid for your life.
He's hissing, low and dangerous, right in my face. But I've learned not to look away. I'm not afraid. You didn't eat 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗, and you won't eat me. When I worked for those scholars, they were learning about her. The woman 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗 was based on. She was a real person, but she wasn't eaten by a dragon. She married a duke and lived to an old age. They thought the dragon was a metaphor for political struggle, or...
I am not a metaphor.
But you also didn't eat her.
I wanted to. I wanted to eat her so badly. I loved her, and she loved me. We were together for a time. She wanted to be with me forever, but the feelings were so intense. I loved her, but I also wanted what I want with you right now. I couldn't trust myself, so I forced her to leave. I would have killed her if she hadn't. She cried and screamed for me as I flew away, but she went on to live her own life. I'm very happy for her.
How could you do that? What's wrong with you?
Weren't you listening? I saved her life.
You don't know that. You don't know what you would have done. And anyway, she knew what you were, and she still wanted to be with you. Maybe she thought the risk was worth it, or maybe she was tougher than you thought. Either way, she made her own choice. If you really loved her, you should have respected that. I bet she never forgot you, just like you never forget about her. But she had to live her whole life without you. And now she's dead, and it's too late. Oh, it's too awful to even think about.
You have a young person's idea of love. She married the Duke, and I'm sure she was happy eventually. True love isn't worth risking everything for.
Maybe, but that doesn't mean that's what she felt wasn't real. You should have honored that, and what I feel is real too.
What you feel?
I like you, Tirunei, and after we're done with this job, I want to see you again. I'm curious. I'm curious. Do dragons fall in love with each other?
Not in any way a human would recognize, and not in ways that last. When we begin to meet and talk with humans, some of us begin to share that feelings for the first time, though we did not know what it was.
That's what I thought. So as a human, I might even understand more about love than you do.
Please listen to me. To eat a human is to taste sweet ambrosia. It's even better if it's an exceptional person, like 𝕻𝖵𝖙𝖗 or like you. How do I know what I feel for you? It's impossible to tell if I love you, or if it's just want you.
He'd never eat me, it's fine. I know you won't hurt me. You saved me. You must feel something for me. Maybe you'll think I'm just young and stupid, but I know you care about me. I'd stake my life on it.
You humans are always so sure you're right.
You think I'm wrong?
I didn't say that.
He comes closer and rests his hand on my face. He's so close, I can feel the warmth of his breath. See, you're close now and you're not hurting me. You don't have to be scared. At last we make it off Mount Needle. Starlight City lies in view, just a few miles away. We're exhausted, hungry, chilled to the bone. Yet somehow I feel light and giddy. We conquered the mountain. It's much warmer now, but it's still too cold for 𝕻𝖙𝖗 to take his true form. There's so much I want to say to him, but before I get a chance, we're greeted by a stranger.
I see even 𝕻𝖙𝖙 made it down. Doing it right there, old man. Rana, don't speak to me. The whole mess is your fault. We will put a stop to it.
His fault? So this is...
Yes, this is the dragon who has been eating humans, Rana, you insolent whelp. You make it sound like it's such a bad thing, old timer. Don't you have any pride in what you are? I don't care what anyone says. It's our right to eat lesser creatures. You used to understand that, but you're withered and gone soft with age. The stars cry out for us to consume all those who are beneath us. Who are we to deny them? Besides, if you don't eat humans, they just die in a few decades anyways. What a waste of good food. Say, what do we have here?
Rana looks me up and down, and I tense up, grabbing the hilt of my sword. My blood runs cold, but I do my best not to show it.
Shall we have a quick meal before the conference, 𝕻𝖗? There's no one here to scold us for it after all. You can just say you lost her to the mountain. I know you want to. I can smell your hunger. You're famished.
A sudden and intense heat explodes from 𝕻𝖗. His entire body shimmers and glows.
Woo! That's our man. This game's so bright. Every time I look at myself, I'm just like whitewashed. That's our boy.
Before I can blink, there stands before me an immense, powerful dragon, gleaming hot and bright, as if the sun shines on him alone.
What? You shouldn't be able to take that form, not here. What is this? Rana, we are both dragons, but compared to me, you're an infant in mind and body. If you ever harm a human again, especially this one, you will answer to me. Is that clear?
Rana can't answer. He's too busy fleeing into the woods as fast as his clumsy human form can run. Soon, it's just the two of us again, alone together. 𝕻𝖗 turns his great head towards me. He is strange, inhuman, unbelievable, yet deeply familiar.
Do you see now? This is the truth of what I am. Could you love a creature like this? I could eat you right now. It would be easier than anything.
So do it already! He leans his massive head closer to me. I've never seen anything so large. I feel a little dizzy just looking at him. But he doesn't open his vicious jaws. Instead, he nuzzles me soft and gentle. I close my eyes and kiss his great scaly nose. Yippee! When I open my eyes again, 𝕻𝖗 is back in the human form I know so well, looking surprised at himself.
There were a few times on the mountain when I was really sure I would eat you. But once I saw Rana, I couldn't imagine letting anyone do that.
Thank you, 𝕻𝖗.
You know, only a true knight can stare into a dragon's eyes without fear.
You really think so? That's sweet. You're a big softy deep down.
We should get to the city. The conference will be starting tonight.
Oh, right. Of course. And so, 𝕻𝖗 makes his way to the Capitol building. I end up hanging around the city on my own. I worry a bit about running into Rana, but I guess he's at the conference too. It's just me all by myself. The city is amazing and a little overwhelming. I'm not used to seeing so many people in one place. I get my armor cleaned, my sword sharpened, I grill food at the tavern and pick up some dry clothes. I still have plenty of gold left over for whatever it is I'm doing next. 𝕻𝖗 only hired me to take him across the mountain. There's no reason for me to stay here. We didn't talk about meeting up again. I don't know if he's going to come find me, but I can't bring myself to leave just yet. I don't see him again until the next day. I'm sitting on a sidewalk bench when I feel a familiar hand on my shoulder.
Hello again. I'm glad you're still here.
I never leave without saying goodbye. How did the conference go?
The dragons and humans leader spoke for a long time. There are no simple solutions for what has happened. Rana's crimes are not easily ignored. Their trust in us is shaken, and justifiably so. The future is still uncertain. But I have hope we will rebuild our faith in each other. And Rana, at least, will not be breaking the peace agreement anymore. I have seen to that personally.
He's pretty scared of you, huh?
And with good reason.
I bet.
I can't personally stop all dragons from ever eating a human again, but you've given me a lot to think about. Perhaps I've been isolated too long. I can try harder to make some difference.
So, what do you think you're gonna do now? Just, out of curiosity, I guess.
I will be flying south to tell the lesser dragons the news of what has happened here. I may pay a visit to my mother, the queen, on the way. After that, I don't know what I'll do. I suppose the stars will tell me.
Well, if you're going south, maybe I could come with you?
Why would you want to? There's nothing for you there.
Hello, mamas. Well, you'll be there. I want to spend more time with you. I mean, if you want to, of course.
I do want to, more than you can ever know. But don't you see, that's exactly why you can't come with me.
Come on, 𝕻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖙𝖗. Haven't you been listening to me? I'm not afraid of you.
I know you aren't. I admire that about you, but I'm the one who is afraid. I look at you and I just don't know what I'll do.
You still feel that way? After everything we've been through? You just gonna leave me? Just like you left 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖙?
My dear, brave knight, I'm so sorry. I want you to know this. I don't know whether I want to love you or hurt you, but whatever it is, I feel it overwhelmingly. You are so strong, so beautiful. If I didn't feel so much when I look at you, I wouldn't be so afraid. But I do feel it, and I can't trust it. Call me a coward if you must. I just want you to remember one thing. If anyone ever tells you that you are not a true knight, remember that you proved yourself braver than any dragon.
I won't cry in front of him, I won't. He takes my face into his hand and kisses me. I can feel the heat of him down to my toes. It's the last time he'll ever touch me.
Damn, that's sad.
And so, despite all my protests, that night I watched 𝕻𝖗𝖙 fly away without me. I wonder if this is how 𝕻𝖻𝖙𝖗𝖊𝖙 felt hundreds of years ago. I'll never be able to hear that story the same way again. Most people, I think, would be happy to escape a dragon's clutches, but all I can think of is how much my heart aches to see him. I'll do my best to move on and forget about him. But I know I'll be watching the stars from now on, hoping one day to see him flying back to me.
Bro, what the fuck? That's so sad. Fuck. That was really good. I liked the art. I liked the characters. I liked the writing. Only one typo that I saw. If I just do this. There we go. It was really good. Now remember, there's 3 other endings, I think, at the very least. 300 people to date. Maybe they'll go better. Who knows? That's up to you to find out. I'm just like, god damn. I'm so pasty. Okay. And the fungus community, very cute. I think that this was really well done. And I hope they make other games. That'd be really cool. I'm gonna end up playing the rest of this game on my own. Probably today. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. If you got a better answer with the dragon, also let me know, please. And I will see you in the next video. I love you guys, and I will see you later.